These have been difficult months when Chaim Ozer, whose boss held his job for him. These are difficult months where the family needed the support. We want to call on his brother-in-law, Yankel Klein, who's always there to help the family in any way possible.
First of all, correction, I'm not his boss. I did hold the job. The Gemara says, "Amar demos alodem kosher v'nishbar pisaf me'monim." I was thinking about all these haspedim here. I can't think in my life of anybody being called an odem kosher more than my brother-in-law, Chaim Ozer HaKohen. The pain and the suffering that he went through in 9 months, without any doubt, he's definitely pure of the purest and probably a tzaddik of equivalent to all the tzaddikim that we knew. In the Gemara, there's a machloike, if a spade is a yikra de shichva or yikra de chaya, meaning to say, if the whole Indian that we're here gathered to listen to a hesped has to do with the covet of the nifter or the covet of the remaining of the family and of the people that's here. I think Yikra the Shifra, the part of the Nifter, I think we spoke a lot about it, we heard, I don't want to be superfluous, but I did choose to be the last because I was hoping that I'll find something that wasn't mentioned, and I did. One of the 3 questions that they ask a Nifter when he comes up to the mind is Nesusu, as a matter of fact, the first one, Nesusu, and Nesatu, B'Amina. I had the pleasure of working with him together for a lot of years. I can tell you that Chaim was the most honest person that I ever met. Money was not his cup of tea. He would never touch a penny or a dollar that did not belong to him. And that's something that's very unique in today's day and age to say something like that. The second question, the Sakti Itam L'Torah, we already heard so much. He went through Shas 4 times. No need for it. The third one, Sakti B'Chiriya B'Rivya. I think on that we can talk a little. Of course, Baruch Hashem, he has 4 children here, for Yitzi, Avi, Robert, and Yoman, Nancy, and the Amy Club. And that's an accomplishment by itself. You can be proud of the children that you raised together, that your best friend, your wife for 32 years, Simi. I think everybody heard the dedication that Simi had to Chaim Ozer in the hospital. I think Chaim Ozer, you're going up to Shemaim, you have no problems, and you're my Sintorgan. Tzaddikim never die, they always have further work. I think we'll give you the orders and the job to continue doing the chesed that you did in this world and worry and daven and pray for your children, for your wife. For Hashem, you were zoichet to at least marry off 1 child, but you know we need more shidduchot, more nachas for your Metz Hashem. We ask you to be a Melet Yosher and to be there and do what you have to do, that Simi should be able to carry forward the torch in the family. It's not easy. Weiss mentioned in the beginning, Meisi Echad Mechavir is Yidagi Kol Chavir Killer. For me, it was very touching. Unfortunately, I'm again at the podium saying goodbye to another brother-in-law. It's not easy. Ask your Chaim Ozer to go up there, kiss Hakubah, and be mispalled for the rest of the family. Enough what happened till now. You should be mispalled for Cindy. She should be able to carry forward completely. It's not easy for a woman alone to worry about Shidduchah, to worry about Panosa. Everything is on her head. So Chaim Ozer, you always listen, you're always with that smile. I don't want to be superfluous. We spoke a lot about it. Keep your good midas going. You deserve it. And be mispalo for the rest of the family. They should be well. And we should all have machas going forward. I especially have to feel certain decisions that I try to make and I made. Maybe I was wrong. Don't know. I know I only meant to for your time. Whatever I did, whatever I tried to do was only for your time. We were so hopeful that you're going to make it. We gave you a name reform. But I guess they're pretty sure that that's how the things in mind. We did everything we could as far as that humanly possible. Thousands and thousands of people told me wherever I went, were misspelled. Chaim Ozer HaKohen Ben Esti Yehidus was a name that wherever I went, in wherever part in Israel, in Florida, wherever I went, they told me, yeah, Chaim Ozer HaKohen Ben Esti Yehidus, everybody knew the name. The tefillas went up, but for some reason which we can't figure out, the story of Dark Hashem, they wanted you up there, and there's nothing we could have done. I do want to take the opportunity to thank Dr. Pretter and Dr. Yang. I think Dr. Pretter is in the crowd here. The dedication he had to the family. There wasn't a call that I called in the middle of the night or in the middle of whenever that he shouldn't respond. Very rare for a doctor when he told me that he was lifted, shed tears, say, Yankel, I tried everything I do. I did everything I do. Eventually I have it other ways. At this point, all we can do be mispalo that your kids should carry the torch forward. They should go to derech havaseni, not to be mishama. Whatever you minhagim, Shlomi mentioned minhagim, or Yaakov mentioned minhagim. Yes, he was very dedicated to his minhagim. And I think the kids should keep on following that path, not to be mishama. And we ask the time again and again to mispalo for the community. It's almost unheard of in a post-snowstorm like this, to have a crowd like this on a working day. It just shows how important you were to the community, and not to mention how important you were to the family. It's unfortunate that this started on Pesach. For those of you who don't know, it was the middle of learning or listening to the Bar Torah, Rabbi Friend, that he fainted right there in the middle of learning. I don't know if it's his cause, but it's definitely his life started going downhill in the middle of learning, in the middle of listening to a shir. And for whatever reason, again and again, this is what the Rebbeinu Shalom wanted. We'll accept it. We do have to leave. I got a call from Pretter Muncie that we have to leave.